deal for the sugar sector is working on remains a question. It's throwing in higher subsidies and a dole out for farmers and mill owners as well. We've consequently seen sugar prices move up as well. But the question is, 1 month or maybe 15-20 days post all of this, is this yielding the results? What do sugar manufacturers have to say about this? Joining us now to talk about that and more is Vivek Saraogi. He's the Managing Director of Balrampur Chini. And Yash Upadhyay from our research team also joins in for this conversation. Yash.
So let me first start off with the bailout package. It's been a fair bit of time since the government announced it in the first week of June. What do you make of it? Are you happy, or do you believe that there's more that needs to be done?
They fixed the minimum price of 29. Our UP government, including the UP secretary and the minister, has written to their counterpart in the centre government, saying that for UP to clear cane price, the minimum price should be 34. So A, this is not a correct recognition of cost. B, they've said about buffer. Well, while the step is appreciated, let's understand the cash flow for that will flow over 4 quarters. And that's not a huge amount of cash, but yes, well appreciated, benefit to be received over 4 quarters. Then we have that ethanol announcement. The interest subsidy, which is 50% of the interest being paid out for the project, that is to be reimbursed by the central government. So again, before any sugar is diverted into ethanol or from B heavy, the time is again 2 to 3 years, because that's the time it takes to set up a new distillery. So while these measures are good in the long term, there is nothing which is on the table to clear this 22,000 crores cane area, especially in UP. There is 30,000, and our pitch to the UP government has been that you, as the UP government, need to understand that the FRP is where the central is stepping in. UP government's price is 30 rupees above the FRP. So there needs to be a subsidy by the UP government for the UP millers to clear the dues. So this is how we respond to it. Plus there is a release mechanism put in. We think that with the minimum price being put in, the double control of release mechanism is not required.
Right. And sir, but globally too, the situation hasn't been that encouraging. But the government, they have mandated a minimum quota of 2 million tons of exports. How are we doing on that front?
This MIQ of 2 million is a welcome step. However, the next year, we need a much larger quantity, because the reports of next year's plantation is much higher. These are the initial estimates I heard about. Having said that, the progress is slow. There are certain anomalies at the end of the center which the association has represented. I think that should get ironed out, and that 2 million should begin. I think about 3, 4, 5 million, 5 lakhs would have been done. But I'm hopeful most of this target will be achieved.
So the government has been pushing for an increase in the production of ethanol. They've taken various measures, such as increasing the ethanol prices from 39 rupees per litre to 41 rupees approximately. Have we directed more cane towards the making of ethanol, and what are the kind of volumes that we're doing on this side?
Let me clarify. At present, ethanol is being made out of molasses. This is the byproduct and leads to zero diversion of sugar into ethanol. For that to happen, there's something called a B heavy molasses, which is rich in sugar, which needs to be used. Rich in sugar means you do sugar production to get some extra ethanol production. For that, a separate price is needed. I am hopeful that the government should come out with a policy specifically for B heavy molasses next season. And this 40.85 was a price which was fixed in the beginning of the year. This is not in recognition of that. So a totally new price for ethanol itself and a higher price of B heavy molasses ethanol, both needs to come in for the next year. We are yet to hear on that, but we are hopeful that Central is looking at that.
Right. And sir, after a brief surge in sugar prices, they have started to decline again. So how much further do you see sugar prices falling from here on, and where do you see them stabilizing realistically?
That's $1 million question. All I can say is there is a lot of sugar in the system. The permanent addressal is not this release kind of thing. Yes, this minimum price is a welcome step. That is the only way to ensure that prices don't fall. The minimum price needs to be repegged at realistic levels, and the permanent cure is to export the sugar.
So then what is it according to you that needs to be done in order to arrest this fall in sugar prices and support the industry?
So as I was trying to tell you, it's a very, very difficult call. If there is a release system, if there's not a release system, if the government is able to announce next year's exports in August, September, that can have a positive impact. Government does nothing, there's a negative impact. So for me to be able to predict next 6 months prices will depend on the measures by the government. Center has stepped in halfway, they need to move halfway more. State needs to go the full way. State has done nothing as of now. From the state government, we are looking for that subsidy, which is the price beyond FRP. Calculated exactly, it comes closer to 40 rupees a quintal, 30 being the difference, there are some taxes and transport. So we have requested the state to pitch in with that, because let's understand, just to pay FRP, if UP's cane price was 290, I would be going to the center asking for what I've just told you. Now UP's price is above 290, it's 320, plus there is taxes and transport. So effectively UP is 40 or 35 to 40 rupees higher than FRP. So beyond FRP is what the state government needs to pitch in. FRP, payment of the FRP is what I've told you for the center to do. Maybe increase the minimum price a little higher, deal with ethanol prices more efficiently, have a very large export sort of mandate in the next year.
And finally, sir, a word on your distilleries and cogeneration business. That reported a good growth in the fourth quarter. What is the outlook there for FY19?
Yeah, you see at Balrampur, what our planning has been is that we will hardly be selling molasses. You know, in UP, molasses is selling at 1 rupee a quintal, which is nothing, zero, it's like free. By converting into ethanol, and we are debottlenecking our ethanol capacity to be able to supply much higher quantities next year. Our power supplies will also increase, will increase in raw material, that's bagasse. So we personally for ourselves see a good sort of realization stroke profitability in these two divisions. That is for ourselves at Balrampur.